From Ron Burgundy to Buddy the Elf, to his varied SNL impressions and characters, Will Ferrell has clearly established himself as one of the all-time comedy greats. But did you know the actor has his name behind tons of heavy-hitting shows and movies behind the camera and co-founded one of the best-known comedy websites as well? An infamous improviser, Ferrell has a knack for making audiences laugh and coming up with quotable lines as a writer or spontaneously on set. In honor of his 56th birthday, and the recent 20th anniversary of his classic comedy Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, here are 20 trivia questions to prove your Will Ferrell superfan status. A California native, Ferrell was born and raised in Irvine, and later attended the University of Southern California. He graduated in 1990 with a Bachelor of Arts in Sports Information and is still a huge sports fan to this day even if he didn't pursue a broadcasting career. The actor famously had his major breakout on SNL after he was discovered by the show's producer alongside Chris Kattan and Sherry O'Terry at the Groundlings Comedy Theater in Los Angeles. He was on the show from 1995 to 2002 and has since returned to host 5 times. Ferrell had a small role as Mustafa, a henchman of Dr. Evil, in both the first and second Austin Powers movies, which lampooned James Bond to a T and are still pretty hilarious today. First creating the characters at the Groundlings and later debuting them for the sketch The Roxbury Guys on SNL, Ferrell and Kattan were great together as the Batabi brothers, who are pretty much always found at nightclubs trying and failing to pick up women. President George W. Bush was one of Ferrell's most legendary impressions, but Darrell Hammond was just as funny as former Vice President Al Gore in some hilarious debate sketches. Ferrell played Jacobin Mugatu, the villainous mogul of the fashion industry satire film Zoolander. According to the film's director, star, and co-writer Ben Stiller, the name Mugatu came from his vast knowledge of Star Trek, which was a play on the monster called a Mugato. Ferrell actually wasn't the first choice for this hit Christmas comedy, which was written in 1993 with Jim Carrey in talks to star. Years later it went forward with Ferrell as the lead, and the rest was history. Here's another Christmas Ferrell fun fact. The actor worked as a mall Santa while making ends meet before his big break with Chris Kattan playing his elf. Anchorman. The Legend of Ron Burgundy was a great showcase of Ferrell and his co-stars' abilities to look like absolute buffoons to the most hilarious degree. Ron Burgundy is the anchor of KVWN Channel 4 in San Diego, with his childhood friends as other reporters, and balks when he finds out they are hiring a female co-anchor, Veronica Corningstone. Anchorman just hit its 20th anniversary on July 9th. Ferrell was all over the sports comedy genre in his early career, with this kids movie co-starring Robert Duvall and Josh Hutcherson coming out in 2005. It got mostly mediocre reviews, but noted critic Roger Ebert admitted it was formulaic but was charmed by Ferrell's performance and ended up giving it a solid 3-star rating out of 4. In 2007, Ferrell co-founded a website with Adam McKay, Chris Henchy, and Mark Kavam called Funny or Die, which hosted some hilarious video sketches and shows like The Perfectly Awkward Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis. Ferrell and John C. Reilly were hilarious in their first movie together as immature NASCAR racers and best friends since childhood. 2 real drivers made cameos in the film, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jamie McMurray. While he had been working as a voice actor for several years up to this point on TV with guest roles on shows like King of the Hill and The Angry Beavers, his voice acting debut in a major feature animated film came in 2006 with Curious George, where he played the man in the yellow hat. According to an oral history of Blades of Glory from Nerdist, which included Ferrell and the screenwriters Craig and Jeff Cox, having Ferrell's character sing My Humps by the Black Eyed Peas was a game-time decision at the last minute. Ferrell singing the Black Eyed Peas on a treadmill became one of the funniest scenes in a movie filled to the brim with great physical comedy and laugh-out-loud moments. As a SoCal native, Ferrell is a loyal fan of the Los Angeles Lakers and can be seen supporting them courtside all the time. He has also done some funny collaborations with the Golden State Warriors, like this sketch with the team where he brought back his character Jackie Moon from Semi-Pro. Megamind is a solid 3D animated comedy bolstered by Will Ferrell's hilarious starring role as the titular supervillain who suddenly becomes aimless when he finally defeats his nemesis Metro Man. It premiered in Russia on October 28, 2010, and then in the United States a few days later on November 5. Ferrell has won several Primetime Emmy Awards as a producer of Succession and a few TV specials and nominated several times over for various performances. He even won the prestigious Mark Twain Prize for American Humor in 2011. At the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, Ferrell has taken home one win for Favorite Movie Actor in 2016's Daddy's Home out of 5 nominations. The Lego Movie was an amazing moment in animation and was chock full of celebrity voices including Chris Pratt, Will Arnett, Morgan Freeman, and of course Ferrell. He played the villain Lord Business in the animated segments, and also Finn's dad during the surprise reveal of the movie when we see the characters being controlled by a father and son in live action. Ferrell played Iceland native Lars Eriksson, who gets a chance to sing for the Eurovision Song Contest along with his bandmate and friend Sigrid Eriksdotter, played by Rachel McAdams. See the original post on YouTube. Ferrell has worked up a ton of credits as a producer of films and TV shows through his company Gary Sanchez Productions and its sibling company Gloria Sanchez. Ferrell was a producer of the excellent Todd Haynes' dark comedy film May December, which had an original screenplay nomination at the Academy Awards. Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie's Barbie film was one of the biggest films of 2023, and it was packed with hilarious actors including Ferrell as the CEO of Mattel, the toy manufacturer that owns Barbie and tons of other huge toy brands like Hot Wheels and more. Ferrell commits 100% as the silly antagonist who wants to capture stereotypical Barbie and remanufacture her after she suffers an existential crisis.